Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the Twin Flame energy update for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Again, thank you so much for all that have subscribed, have left me comments. I am responding back to you after this video, and I just want to give love and light to all of you who have subscribed and gave me love and showed me love on my channel. Now let's dive right into the Twin Flame energy update. The first row is the Divine Feminine. The second row is Divine Masculine. So we're going to dive right into what the Divine Feminine want the Divine Masculine to know. And the first card that came out was to have patience. And I think with this card, we have so many DMs that are unawakened or just realizing that they are going through their spiritual awakening, and the Divine Feminine wants the Divine Masculine just to be patient, just to ride this journey out. And it also plays a part with the Divine Feminine as well, because she is also called at this moment to have patience and to know that everything is going to work out in the divine order. For the Divine Feminine, the second card that came out, the answer is yes. So this is the message to the Divine Masculine. And it's like the Divine Feminine in this scenario is well aware of, her spiritual journey, or, it can be interchangeable, his spiritual journey, and has already awakened. So this connection is already known to the Divine Feminine, whether it be male or female. And so that's why in their heart, they're already like, it doesn't matter like what we've been through, what we go through, my answer will always be yes. I've loved you in past lives, I've loved you here in the future, and I will love you in future lives, because this is a soul connection that has traveled and traveled and traveled on. The next card that came out for the Divine Feminine is settling. And it's not settling in a sense like, I'm just waiting around for you, I'm not enjoying my life. Although a lot of us had to get out of that energy, it's more of, you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to focus on me, but I'm going to save a piece for you. So when you do realize what we are, what this connection is, I already have you here in my heart, and in my heart, that's where your home is. So, you know, you're welcome to come back. Just, you know, put down the ego, let go of your fears, and embrace it, okay? So the next card we have for Divine Feminine is Union. So this is the energy Divine Feminine is in. It doesn't matter like what's going on, separation, the no contact, the um, the ego energy. Right now we're going through a purge, and I can be a witness to that, because I know last week, like, I broke down so bad, and I like prayed to Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael had come through and just reassured me that like everything is going to be okay, everything is going to be all right. But you have to go through that release. You have to release. And after that, I got up, I went on about my day doing what I needed to do. And after that, I just didn't email anymore, I didn't contact anymore, I didn't feel hurt from what had happened. All I began to focus on was what really matters the most, and that's genuine, unconditional love for my twin, whether we're in separation or not. Now, for the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, you have the Divine Feminine coming out for the Divine Masculine, and that is because the Divine Masculine consistently has his Divine Feminine on his mind. Even though you don't see it, even though you don't feel it, you may feel like, he don't care, or she doesn't care, or how could, this person actually ever tell you that they love you, and yet they are so quicker than anyone else in their lives to block you, no contact, or say anything to you. But in their heart, they know, like, I know that this person, there's something different, there's this connection, And, you know, it's something that I can't even explain right now. And that is because a lot of the divine masculines are just coming into the beginning processes of their awakening. And so now they're just like going back and forth. It's like a battle, right? And with that being said, for the divine masculine starts to attract, you know, his or her tribe to start to understand. Or maybe this could even be spiritual guides, or, you know, heavenly counsel, the divine. Like, you know what? We understand you don't know what this connection is. We understand that you're not that open to spirituality, you know, because of past things that you've dealt with in your life and in your lineage. But we're here to help you, and we're here to support you, and we're going to show you the way. So I feel like that's why that tribe came out, because now the divine masculine is really, like, you know, researching things, like looking up terms, maybe twin flame, maybe awakening, um, you know, synchronicities. He or she is starting to investigate, you know, what's been happening to them, and eventually they're going to slowly start to awaken and understand. And then again, you have contemplation, um, contemplating, contemplation. I'm sorry. So now you have your divine masculine just sitting and just thinking, like, and you don't see anyone else in the card with your divine masculine. And it's because right now the divine masculine is taking time out to himself or herself to realize, like, what is it that I really want? What is this connection? Like, why did things have to turn out the way they did? And you know, the divine is like really looking himself in the mirror and saying, like, okay, like what do I do? Like, you know, what do I do? And because of that, the divine masculine got the answer is no. And I feel like divine masculine got this answer no right now is because, you know, if divine masculine comes rushing in right now when, you know, the divine isn't ready for this connection to go into union, um, it's going to just be a continuous cycle all over again. The divine masculine needs to step forward when the divine masculine is ready, when the divine masculine understands the connection, when the divine masculine can treat the divine feminine the way she deserves to be treated, not how the divine masculine thinks she should be treated, or vice versa, right? And so these are the Twin Flame messages by Mystic Moon that we're going to go over what Divine Feminine wants to say to Divine Masculine. And the first message says, you feel like home to me. Right? The second message to Divine Masculine from Divine Feminine is, if I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. You know, and when you see that, it's like maybe the Divine Feminine was really awakened, really spiritually, you know, really spiritually knowledgeable, and she was trying, or he was trying to get the divine masculine to see things, you know, his or her way, and that's not how it works. It comes together when they both understand. And so you can't force something on someone, especially if they're afraid of it, or you know, they're not as open or awakened as you are. You really have to let divine timing take control, right? The next message from divine feminine to divine masculine: I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. You know, sometimes divine feminine is back and forth in her head, like, you know, where did I get wrong? Where did I go wrong? Like, what could I have done to, you know, to cause or create a different outcome? And at the end of the day, no matter where you would have been led, no matter how you would have met, this would have been the same outcome, because there were things that you both need to learn and grow from. And it's not saying that your divine masculine or divine feminine doesn't love you and doesn't want to be with you. It's saying right now divine is giving you both time away from each other to look at the healing that needs to happen within yourself. Okay? And the last message to divine masculine from divine feminine says, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Right? So basically, divine feminine is in this energy where she, and it could be past, where she was like really like blaming herself or himself for the things that occurred, that caused this separation and connection. But at the end of the day, Divine Feminine has to come to that realization that this was destined to happen anyway. Like, we all went through that Tara moment. All of us collectives went through that Tara moment where we were just like, oh my God, so many truths are coming out. Like, what was really real? Um, I don't even know like who you are, but even though you're saying these things, your heart knows no matter what happens between you two, it's so different. Something you've never experienced before. And even the thought of thinking about this person, it brings a smile on your face in your home. And this is how you know if this is a true twin flame connection, because it's like no matter how bad they treated you, no matter how rough the connection was, no matter how many times they ghosted you or no contact or walked away, that one moment when you thought of them and your heart just lifted and immediately you erased everything that you've been through. That's not being naive, that's not being stupid, that is unconditional love. Okay? So let's dive into what Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know. The first card that came out: your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. Yes, because, you know, your Divine Masculine know, Divine Feminine, that you are very spiritually gifted and you are special and you're one of a kind, and they've never experienced this connection with anyone. And they honestly didn't expect for them to fall the way they did, and it's because they were unawakened, and they didn't understand why you two were divinely brought together. The next message for Divine Feminine from Divine Masculine is maybe we're just too different, right? Maybe we're just too different. And when that came out, it's not about you guys being too different. It's the fact that Divine Masculine, the unawakened Divine Masculine, does not understand the connection. So automatically, because of the push and pull, because of the separation, no contact, and then out the blue, like your love just explodes for each other, he's thinking on a 3D level that, oh, you know, this just isn't normal. You understand what I'm saying? The next message to Divine Feminine from Divine Masculine is, I can still feel you. So it doesn't matter, you know, how long you guys been separated or no contact. It could be years. They still feel you near. They still feel you close. And until they go through their awakening process, they won't understand what this connection is between you. And granted, if you are in a genuine twin flame relationship, the divine will not allow you to stay separated for too long. No matter what, when they feel like you've been apart from each other, if you notice, in the collective, you're always pushed back to each other, just out of the blue, right? And that's because divine doesn't want you guys to get too far. You like never let them get too far, right? And the last message from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine is, I wish I could take back the things I said. And I know with that card, maybe there was a tower moment where you guys realized like maybe one had been lying to the other, and in order to protect, you know, his ego or her ego, they lashed out. They told you things like it'll never be anything between us. You know, don't ever email me, don't ever contact me again. They could have said some vulgar things to you. But that had nothing to do with you. It was all about them, because at the end of the day, like when you're in these twin flame connections, you also get brought into karmic connections as well. And so there could have been a third party situation where things came to light, and in order to protect their reputation and not come off as they were the bad guy, they immediately flipped it and put it all on you. But at the end of the day, now Divine Masculine is starting to see, you know, as we release, as we purge, as we start to give that love that we gave our divine masculine or divine feminine back to ourselves and start loving us, we start to see where we went wrong. So for divine feminine, male or female, you did nothing wrong in this situation. So stop beating yourself up about it. Divine masculine will own and take accountability for the things that he or she has done. And when they do that, you will be closer to union more than ever before. It's already there for divine masculine. I'm telling you, he's already seeing the dreams. He's already seeing the synchronicities. He's already have felt the different emotions of you sending healing energy. The the angels, your heavenly council, divine and spirit, they're all supporting you. So at the end of the day, divine feminine, my best advice to all of you in the collective is just to sit back, be pretty, send love and light, and continue on with loving yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more you bring your divine masculine into you. Because um, the one thing that I can tell you for sure, when you are not thinking about your divine masculine, when you are up on your game, when you are like, I'm all about me, you ever notice how all of a sudden your divine masculine is like, you're not going to forget about me that easy. They just come slithering back out of the blue. And you guys are like, bam, like right back together as if nothing ever happened. So if this resonates with anyone, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Again, I wish you love and light. Thank you all for your support, and I will talk to you later.